What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 13 Team of the Week prediction series. And I haven't really been uploading a lot on this channel. I'm not slowing down or anything, I've had so much to do. I'll have a video explaining all the stuff. And some of my kind of series are coming near the end and stuff like that, moving on and all that stuff. I'll have another video coming out, so make sure you stay tuned to that if you're wondering why I haven't uploaded that much. But I'm not going to stop uploading these Team of the Week predictions. And the Team of the Week is just getting worse and worse and worse. Yes, I think it was last week's Team of the Week maybe, number 41. That was dreadful. The week before that was fairly dreadful as well. So yeah, it's not looking too good for these Team of the Weeks, mainly because all the main leagues are out of it, and you just got some MLS leagues, the Irish League, and like the Swedish League, I think it is. Brazilian League didn't actually play too much, so yeah, it was fairly hard to find some players. But we're going to move into the substitutes, and the first player we're going to have a player here is called Madden. He is a Irish player. It's this one here, Simon Madden, I believe. Plays for Derry City, and he got 2 assists, so has a chance of getting in form. But obviously he ain't going to be wanting to be picked up. Moving on to the next one, we have a player called Douglas, and another Irish player. This one is, there are so many Douglases, it's going to be hard for me to find this one. It's this one here, Hugh Douglas. He actually played centre-back in the game and got a goal and a clean sheet, I believe. Again, absolutely terrible player, to be honest. I'm not too sure what he's like in real life, but obviously in FIFA, he is not going to be wanted. Moving on to the next player. We got quite a few bronze players, like I said, and the first player we're going to have is a player called Camera. He plays in the MLS. This is his first MLS player, and he plays as a defender. Let me find him here. He plays for Montreal Impact, and I think he actually played right back in the game, and he scored a fairly nice goal, to be honest. Actually, a really nice goal, I believe, and he got a goal, and I think it was Men of the Match, which is kind of like the MLS choose 3 of the best players from that game and put them in like the Men of the Match. They still do Man of the Match, but they kind of just give credit to the players who just missed out of Man of the Match. But he had a really nice goal, I believe. Moving on to the next player, I think we're going to finish with the bronze. Nope, we've got a couple of bronze ones left. Sorry about that. We have a player called Courtois, and it's not actually the goalkeeper Courtois, but it is a left mid. Plays for Chivas USA. I think he may have changed teams, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I think he may still play for that team. But he got a goal and Man of the Match. I think it was a 1-1 draw with the team. He got a goal. So he basically got his team the points. And moving on to the final bronze player, we have another MLS player, and that is Sturgis. He plays for Colorado Rapids now. He used to play for Houston Dynamo, but he got a goal and was in Men of the Match as well. And at this stage, I was kind of finding it hard to find some substitutes and stuff like that. But let's move on to the final sub. And we got a silver player, and this player is going to be called Macondeli, I believe. I'm not too sure. It's this player here. He plays left mid for BK Häcken in the Swedish League, which is the Allsvenskan. I've got that pronunciation completely mixed up, but he got 2 goals in their 3-1 win, I do believe. So he played a very important role, and I believe his fellow teammate is in the starting 11. But that is the subs. Again, not the best substitute, and I'm not going to say the best starting 11 either. But this is number 42. And we're going to be playing the traditional 3-4-1-2 formation, like every time we seem to be doing in this Team of the Week. And in goal, we got a MLS player, and that player is Romando. I think it is Nick Romando. He's already got an informed card, and he plays for Real Salt Lake. He got a clean sheet and was in Men of the Match. I think he just missed out on Man of the Match in terms of like the ratings. They give the players ratings after every game, and I think he's like a 0.1 off the getting a Man of the Match. So he had a fairly decent performance, clean sheet as well. I think Real Salt Lake only won 1-0. I'm not too sure. They may have got the draw. I'm not 100% sure on that. Moving on to the first defender, should I say, we have a player called Williams, and he again is another MLS player. Let me find him. Williams, again, a fairly common surname. He plays as a right back here. Sheenan Williams plays for Philadelphia as a right back. Hasn't got that bad pace, but he got 2 assists and Man of the Match. Very well played to him. Moving on to our first centre back, we have Olave, or I'm not too sure. how you pronounce that, but the New York Red Bulls centre back, and it's kind of hard to find a centre back here, but he got a clean sheet and man of the match. So fairly decent performance for him, and he's a very, very good centre back in FIFA 13. Very good silver player, decent amount of pace, very strong player, and I definitely recommend trying him out. And if he does get an informed card, I think that'd be a fairly decent card as well. Moving on to the final defender, we've got a player called Lines. He normally plays as a right wing, and he actually played right back in this game. So I put him there. Well, we played right back, so I just put him there just to fill out the space. But he got a goal and an assist, which is fairly decent from a right back. So just think that right wing is as a right back. But moving on to the midfield, the first player we're going to have is this player called Salinas. He actually played on the left, I believe, for San Jose Earthquakes, but he got a goal and a assist, and I think he may have got in men of the match. Sorry, I'm not 100% sure on that one. That game was a very, very close game in terms of, I think it finished 4-3, and it's just a very, very decent high velocity game. I've got no idea what I'm talking about at the moment. But moving on to the centre mids, the first player we're going to have is a player called Alvarez. I'm not too sure on the nationality. I'm going to have to put in his first name maybe. But right, I'm going to try and figure out his first name. But he plays for... Oh my god, I'm going to have to search him actually, guys. I'm so sorry about this. But he plays for... What's the squad? Oh my god, I can't think of the name at all. I'm so sorry about this, guys. I think he is this player here. Thank God, he plays for Real Salt Lake as well as a CDM. Jordani Alvarez. I think he's Cuban. I'm not too sure on that flag. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but he got a goal and man of the match. I think he got the winning goal as well. And from a centre mid / CDM. Defensive centre mid player, I thought that was fairly decent, getting man of the match. I was trying to find some centre mids and I was struggling on that, so fair play to him. Moving on to the next centre mid, we got another Irish player, guys, and this player is called Makabe, I believe. He actually plays as a left mid, but he played right centre attacking mid, centre mid in the game. He came on as a sub and scored 2 goals in their 3-0 win, so played a very vital role, should I say, in getting the points in that game for Shamrock Rovers. Moving on to the final midfielder, we have K. Kamara, the Norwich / Sporting KC player. I swear he did have a spell at Norwich for a bit, but he played for Sporting KC as a left-midded player, and he got 2 goals and man of the match in, I think, Casey's 3-2 win. Again, there's some fairly high score lines in terms of the total amount of goals in games in the MLS this week. So, yeah, I was expecting a bit easier, but no. The goals seem to be fairly mixed. But moving on to the centre forward, we've got another MLS player, and this player is Paponi, I believe. He actually plays for, I'm not 100% sure on the team. I'm sorry about that, guys. But he is an Italian centre forward, used to play in the Serie A, but moved to the MLS. He got 2 goals and man of the match. He actually played more of a striker in the game, but I thought his normal cards as centre forward, I'm just going to be cheeky and put him in the centre forward just for a bit more chemistry. Moving on to the strikers, the first player we're going to have is El Kabir. He used to be a very, very good player in FIFA 12, mainly because he had 4-star skill moves and like 89 pace, I believe, maybe a bit higher. But his pace has gone down, and he's still got 4-star skill moves, but his pace has gone down, so he's not really a worthwhile card. Not worthwhile, but he's a good card. I've used him, but he's not really in high demand, should I say. Still a decent card. He still links up with some fairly decent players. There's some very, very good Netherlands silver players as well we can link up with, but I believe he may have used to be in the French League. I'm not 100% sure on that one. So the French League used to have some really, really good players, silver players in FIFA 12. But moving on to the final player of the starting 11, we have Robbie Keane, and I've got no idea why I put him in. It was just kind of a long shot. This would be his 3rd inform card, and I was looking through, I couldn't really find any strikers. There is one on my bench, I believe. I didn't actually include it, just thinking about it, I didn't include it, but I'll add him in at the end and make sure I remember that. But Robbie Keane, he got 2 assists and man of the match for LA Galaxy. However, they did lose, so I was kind of surprised at that, but he got the highest rating, got man of the match, and I think he had an overall game. He has a possibility of getting an inform card. But let's move on to the fancy screen. As you can see here, everyone looks fairly fancy. We've got all the players with their ratings. Ratings have kind of increased by a couple, it's kind of my own ratings. The in-game stats are completely different. Well, I haven't changed them whatsoever, so they're going to be original. So don't take note on them. I've changed the positions as well if they were to get the things in the positions. But the player I've missed, and don't put it in the comments. It's fine if you do put it in the comments, but the player I missed is the San Jose Earthquake striker. Not too sure. He came on as a sub. I can't think of the name. This is really, really frustrating. But he came on as a sub and scored a brace, I believe, 2 goals. I don't think it was a very complex name. I think it was a fairly simple name, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm sorry about that. But there would probably be another substitute. He plays in the MLS as a striker for for San Jose Earthquakes, and he's definitely not a really worthwhile card, so it doesn't really matter me mentioning it, but he's got like 50 odd pace for a striker, which isn't too impressive. But guys, this is the end of the episode. If you got any players, any alternative players I may have missed, put that in the comments, put the reasons why, and I'll talk to you about it in the comments. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to stay tuned for this Team of the Week prediction. I'm not too sure how much longer we're going to go for, in a sense that the leagues are dwindling. We've got like 3 leagues to find players from. It's basically, if this guy scores and has an alright game, he gets in the Team of the Week, which is kind of getting struggling once these leagues near the end. FIFA 13 is still got quite a long lifespan, should I say. It's only July, well, it's just gone into the month of July. New one comes out in October, September maybe. So it's still got a couple of months, should I say, to go. So I'm not too sure about the Team of the Week. But guys, this is the end of the episode. This has been Rameses. Thanks for watching, and adios!